Okay, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be talking about my experience so far with Doordash and Uber Eats. I have been doing Doordash for maybe like 4 months, and Uber Eats I barely started. I have almost like a month with them. Some of these experience, I will let you know which one is Doordash and which one is with Uber Eats. So I will be looking down at my notes just so I make sure I hit the points that I need to get, and this is based off my experiences and what I've been through so far. So I hope this will help you as well, because it's delivery, but you're also like doing so many other things while you're doing the delivery. So my first experience was with DoorDash, and so when there's an available item for the person, sometimes the restaurant will ask you to message them or call them and ask them like, hey, would you like a different drink, or would you like a different dessert, or whatever it is that they don't have. So in this instance, the person did not respond to me. I called them. They did not pick up either. So I just went ahead and took the order to them. So as I was arriving, the person was outside, which to me it was weird because it was a leave at door, and this was for the DoorDash. So it was a leave at door, and the person was outside. So I was kind of like, why are you outside? You're supposed to be inside, right? I know sometimes people forget to change meet at door, leave at door, whatever, hand it to me. So as I'm walking up to them, they're like, where's my milkshake? And I was all like, oh, I did call you and text you, and I was asking you if you wanted something else. And they were just looked so mad, and I got scared because it was a guy, and he just looked really mad, and I felt like he was like gonna do something. I don't know if that was just me, but I was trying to tell him, hey, you can go on the app and they'll refund you for the item. But right when I started talking to him, he walked away. So I was just like, okay, I'm not even gonna keep talking to him. So I went back to my car and I completed the delivery. And there was another instance for DoorDash as well, that the person ordered a hamburger. Yeah, oh, it was in the night. So this was night orders for me. So they ordered a milkshake in the notes of what they didn't want on their burger, so they weren't even gonna charge them the milkshake. Like they weren't wanting to pay for it. So, oh, by the way guys, for the milkshake order, it was a night order, so it was around like 10 p.m. So this is another order around the same time at 10 p.m. For it was like a Denny's order, and also they were ordered a hamburger. And when I got to Denny's, they were like, hey, tell the person that we don't do orders like this. And I was confused because I had never seen it before. And they were like, oh, the person added a vanilla milkshake in their notes of how they wanted their hamburger. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. Like, why would they add that on there? They're like, oh, like this person has tried this before. Like, they already knew who it was. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll go ahead and text them. So I texted him, and he said, okay. And then I couldn't even find his room. It was like at a hotel. He gave me like the wrong location, and it was a leave at door. So I was kind of scared because I was like, it wasn't in such a good town, like place in town. So I was like scared, but thankfully I had my sister with me. So I'm driving around, and I see this guy like outside by the lobby. So I just pull up, and I'm texting him like, hey, I'm here, where are you? I texted them where they were, if they were gonna come out, or like how was I gonna drop it off, would I leave it in the lobby, because I went to the side where they said it was going to be on the pin for the DoorDash, and there was like room 36, 38, and then 39, but there was not 40, the one that they said they were in. So I drove around the building, and again, it was dark, and it was in a not so good place of town. So I was kind of scared, like, what's gonna happen? Like, is this like a plot to get us? But I don't know, that was just me, because it was nighttime, you know. And so I drive back around, and I park right in front of the lobby where there's light, and there's a guy right there, and he comes up to my window, and he tells me his name, and then I'm like, oh, okay, so it's for you. And then he's like, yeah, that's me, like, I was waving at you, and like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know if you were talking to me or not, like, I didn't know who you were, right? And then he's all like, oh, okay, and he's all like, and my milkshake? And I was all like, oh no, they didn't have milkshakes, I did text you and you responded, okay, like, that's fine. And he's like, man, they never have my milkshake. They never want to give it to me. And I was just like, oh, like, I'm sorry about that. And he's like, it's okay. And then he just went with his food. So I walked back to my car and I'm talking to my sister. I'm like, he didn't even order a milkshake and he still asked for it. I'm like, who puts a drink in their notes? Like, when you order online, most of the time it's just like the burger. It's not even like the drink together. And like for you to put in the notes, like, I don't know how people could do that. Like, it was just mind blowing to me. Like, I was laughing. Like, he still had the audacity to ask me about his milkshake. Like, that was just the night orders for that day. Another one I have is I did a stacked order for Uber Eats. So I had to pick up alcohol, and then I had to pick up food, which in the time frame it was 44 minutes to like an hour. So as I was picking up the 2 orders, so 1 alcohol and then a food order, and like first it was alcohol and then I had to drive down a couple of miles to pick up the food. So while I was going to pick up the food, the customer from the alcohol order started texting me that, where are you? Like, why are you taking so long? But these messages, I didn't even see them because the messages like don't come in after, like I said, don't come in after you put start delivery, or like that's been my experience so far with the app. I don't know if it's different on other people's apps. And so I didn't even respond. Also, I was driving and I'm not allowed to text and drive. So, because that's dangerous, you know, you could crash. That's for Uber Eats. So I was driving to get the other order, and then once I got the food order, the messages started coming in, and she's like, where are you? Why are you taking so long? It doesn't take that long to deliver alcohol. And she put the thinking face, like, where are you? And then so I had to message her back and tell her that I have multiple orders. And then she was like, well, I don't see that. And I was like, well, you can't see that because then you would see the other customers, you know, address, and that's privacy, you know, for the other customers. And then I just let her know how many minutes I was away, and she's like, okay, thank you. So then I go ahead and take her order, and her husband received it, and he was fine. He said thank you, and that's it. And then I delivered the food, which was super far away, like out of the zone. And then so once I take it out, the person told me they had ordered it like an hour ago, and I was all like, oh, I'm sorry, I barely received the order and I just picked it up, but your food is still warm and hopefully you enjoy it. And then they told me, oh, well, this doesn't even look like my order. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry about that, that's what the restaurant gave me. And so then she's like, okay, thank you. And then I just went ahead and left it with her, and then I left to get my other order. So with that order, it took me, I don't even know how that is possible that it took me 3 hours to complete that order, because it didn't even feel like it took that long, and it said it was only supposed to take 44 minutes. So this is why I decided not to take stacked orders anymore, because it was just mind-blowing to me that it took me 3 hours, and I didn't see that until after I got it. And it was just a lot of miles. It was like, how many miles? Like 44 miles for $18. And I was just like, they really scammed me out of my time and my mileage for my car. So that's why I don't take stacked orders anymore. I will not be doing stacked orders. And then another one I have is you have to make sure that the pay is higher than the miles. And I watched other videos as well that let you know, like, you should get the ones that have the smaller mileage and a higher pay, because it has to be worth your time, and it has to be worth, you know, your money. Because if you get one that's like 5 miles for $5, that's $1 per mile, and that's basically you're doing it for free, because you're taking that time when you can get a higher paying order. So you could get one for 5 miles for $10 or $12. That would be better, and it'll take about the same time. So you're getting more, you're rejecting the bad orders to get the better orders. That way you have you stack up your money faster. And also it'll save you your miles, it'll save you your gas as well, because it's not really worth it to be doing the orders like that. What? So another experience I had was with the Walmart orders. My first order that I accepted was around like $10. So I went to the pickup area, I checked in, and I waited and I waited, and I guess I waited too long because it was my first order. I didn't know, like, how long do you wait? Are you supposed to like wait until all the way until they bring it to you? So I ended up waiting like 30 minutes, and after that I canceled the delivery. I was like, I could have been getting other orders somewhere else. And every Walmart is different. They bring out the orders differently. They have their different, way that they do it. I did go to another Walmart order, and that one, it was like 2 orders that I picked up, and I didn't know it was 2 orders, but I guess it showed up after I got there. And the orders, they brought them out right away. Like, the workers were like, all right, checking in, what's the name? And then they're like, okay, open your trunk, put it in your trunk. And with these orders también, also there could be really big orders where you have like 10 bags, and then you have cases of water, cases of soda, like big bags of cereal. So with those orders, you have to make sure that you have a minimum that you want to take. So I did one last night. It was for $15, and that one was I believe it was like cereal, like gallons of milk, like basic stuff. It wasn't that big. And then there was another one that I accidentally clicked, because when you get a Uber delivery, it pops up on your screen, and I was trying to do something else on my phone and I accidentally clicked on it. And that one was for like $6, and it added 2 miles. So I just left it. I was like, okay, I'll just leave it. And that order was only 2 bags of things, so that one was fine. And then well, the first order that I got, I'm going back to that because that one kind of traumatized me because I picked it up. It was for $7, and like I was already like, oh my god, like, is it gonna be a lot of stuff? And then I saw the Walmart person coming with stuff, and it was like my whole car got filled with the groceries. And as I was dropping it off, the person was outside that was receiving the order. It did say leave at door. I didn't appreciate that they saw me walking up their driveway. I know it's their house, but they started smoking a cigarette, and like with me, I can't take the smoke. I can't, like, it bothers my lungs. So as I walked up to her, I was like, hey, I'm delivering your Walmart order, and she's like, oh, just put it right there. And I was like, well, okay, like, okay. And smoking her cigarette, and so I drop off everything. It took me like probably like 10 minutes, which is a long time. And so I dropped everything off, scanned the code, took the picture, and then I left. And I was like, what the heck, like, she was kind of rude, and I was like, I don't think I'm doing Walmart orders anymore. And then I didn't do them for a couple of days, but then I was like, it's fine, not everybody's gonna be rude like that, like, not everybody's gonna smoke in front of you. But yeah, so I made a rule with my sister. I was like, so how much should we do? So we did like 10 and up, so it could be worth it, but also check how many miles it's gonna be, because we don't know how big the order is gonna come. Like, they could order 2 things, they could order 30, 50, 100 things, or they could order 3, 4, 5, 6 cases of 24 packs of soda, which that lady ordered like a lot of soda and then 2 packs of water. So it's heavy work for you, and then the money is not enough. Like, those $7, it was just $7. Like, that's not worth your miles. That's not worth your time at all either, or putting that much work on your body for that. Especially like if after that they don't even leave a tip. Like, it was just the $7. Like, you did all that work just for $7. The work you put on you and your car. And also it's mentally draining, because you're not only you have to do the delivery, you have to, if they ask, like, text the person, you have to deal with them, or even if you're picking up from like a restaurant or wherever, and then the person you're picking up from is like rude or whatever, like it's mentally draining. And it's also like if the orders are so big and then there's like no tip, you also feel like, well, me, I would get discouraged and be like, I don't even want to do this anymore. But you know, you just have to keep going because it's not always gonna be like that. But so these are my tips for you guys, and I hope they help you guys. And also, if you know more things come up, experience more things, I will let you guys know, and you guys can go ahead, and I'll see you later.
What the, who says that? I'll see you later, alligator. What the fuck was that? What was that, Lupe?
That was good.
Now you could do the outro correctly, please.
Okay guys, so this is the end of my video. I hope these tips and experiences help you guys out. And if you guys did like the video, you guys can like, comment, or subscribe, and I will see you guys. Bye.